Any games, man. All right, so recently, a couple ladies act like they wanted to get, at me, and I was like, all right, let's try. One young lady, she lived in another city, and I was gonna go to that city, pull up on her, you know what I'm saying, and take her to a festival. I was gonna get my own hotel, wasn't trying to sleep at her crib, nothing. I was gonna take her to a whole festival, like big festival too. You know what I'm saying? She calls me back the day before and it's like, no, don't come because my sons, her grown sons, they all grown, said they don't know me and they don't want her to be with me at the festival. They don't want her to go on this date, yada yada yada. And I was like, you a grown woman, you got grown children, and no, you just don't want to go. But why even make it seem like this is what you want to do? I told you I was getting a hotel and everything, and I started to just go to the festival myself, but I ain't feel like driving. I was like, you know what, that's okay. I was like, just games, like why are you a grown woman playing games? You know what I mean? Like, and the thing about it was I wasn't even trying to get no nookie from her or nothing. I was just trying to go to the I haven't been to the art festival in so long. So I was like, yo, let's go to the art festival. Like, that's the thing to do. Oh, no. No, I didn't want to play games. And also recently, another young lady, my neighbors, another young lady was, she was, she was, I've been admiring her for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, what's up? You know what I'm saying? I've known her for a minute. A couple years on YouTube. You know, I was like, yo, what's your situation? She was like, yo, I'm not in a relationship. I was like, cool. You know what I'm saying? Like, how about I fly you out, out here? You know what I'm saying? You can stay with me, or you can stay at a hotel. Really, she's like, you don't really know me like that to fly me out and and to stay with you. I was just like, all right, cool. So I was like, all right, cool. And I was like, so like, what's up? And she was like, the next day, she's like, I'm in a relationship. The next day, she's in a relationship. I'm like, the day before you ain't have a relationship. The next day, you in a relationship. I'm like, y'all, you know what? I don't want to do it, but I'm going outside my race. You know what I'm saying? I'm going outside my race. I'm going out. I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I'm tired of asking people the same questions, and they act like they just too. I'm done. I'm done. I'm tired of it. I'm like, you know what? I'm still young and virile, like that young, but I can still put in some effort somewhere. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I can still move some refrigerators around. Shoot, you know what I mean? I can still mow a lawn or two. Act like I ain't no good out there. Like, nah, come on. So I'm just like, you know what, ladies? I get it. I am not what black women want. I am not. I'm either too corny, I'm too sweet, I'm too nice. Uh, I'm not even the young ladies I used to date before, like I've known for a minute. They acting like they better than me. I'm like, you live in a house full of roaches. Like, how are you better than me? Like, get the fuck out of here. You know what I'm saying? I just recently I met another young lady online. You know what I mean? I told her my situation. Me being on disability and things. I mean, my her little hustle is that was just not good enough for her. She wanted me to be this corporate dude. I'm like, okay, black women, you, it just other women just want to sleep with you and then act like they don't know you. I'm done with all that. I'm tired of the games. I'm tired of the black female games. It's like, why do I keep having to put up with this? I really don't want to date no white woman. I mean, there's some fine looking white women, but I don't want no white woman. I just don't feel right with one. Even, you know what? When you're with a white woman, you don't think about fighting. You don't think about arguing. All you think about is like the basic stuff when you're with a white woman. I ain't been with one in years, but you don't think about getting into it with one. You need to catch a plane. I hear women in Colombia, Dominican Republic, Brazil are very much. You know what? I have a brother, literally like a relative, who says the same thing. He goes down there all the time. He's like, yo, you need to come run with me. He's always there, and he's always surrounded by beautiful women. And one day, and he's like, you think I'm corny? He's like the corny dude, but he's like the corny smart dude. You know what I mean? One day, this dude, he's like, let me send you. He said, let me send you pictures of all the women that I've dated since I've been coming down here. Man, I would have been married a long time ago. I was like, what? Bro, are you serious? He was like, yeah, look at all the, he's like, and these women want to marry me. I'm like, dude, like this one was a straight knockout. He was like, yo, she just kept pressuring me. Then he said one chick wanted to marry me so much that she was like sneaking into my stuff when I was asleep. He was like, nah, I got rid of her. He's like, she was trying to sneak into my stuff and trying to find out stuff about me just to try to keep me. He was like, no, I'm out. And another girl that he was messing with got killed by the cartel. Yeah, yeah, she got killed because she was running with gangsters. And he asked another dude about her. It's like, have you seen her? He said, yeah, she's probably dead. She's running with them gangsters after you. So he ain't no gangster. He a regular dude, and she's chocolate too. She was dark. See, my biggest problem is I like dark skinned women, but dark skinned women, man, they are not right. They are not right. I mean, out of 20 dark skinned women that I know, maybe two of them is okay. The majority of them are, and you know why? Because they're oversexed. They are oversexed because so many men want to sleep with them from all nationalities because there's nothing like it. There's nothing like messing with a dark skinned woman. And they just want to screw them and screw them. And these girls know it and they get all this sexual attention, but they don't get men to keep them because men just think that they, out there. And then when you go out there and do exactly what they're thinking, it's like once we find out that you're doing it it doesn't give us any room to want to be with you because we know you're going to cheat on us. It's the women in the USA. I hear they like that. In the UK, yeah, the women in the UK and in the USA are the same women. Yeah, but the chocolate, man, I love like all. If I could have a faithful chocolate wife, like in shape, like some kind of shape going on, like I don't want a wife who weighs as much as me. I don't know 95 pound, 200 pound. I don't. I've already dealt with that, and I've seen the bad that came out of that. I want me a athletic, slimmy, you know what I'm saying? Nice booty, you know what I'm saying? Good pair of tatas, good head on his shoulder, loves the Lord, can cook a meal, instead of throwing a pizza in the oven from damn Kroger's. Like it's too much to ask anymore. It is. And these women, they just ain't right, man. They want to fight with you. They want you to beat them up. I'm like, What kind of household would I have if every time I come home, I think that you got, a knife somewhere to do me? Like, I lived that before. I had a woman like that, pull the pillow up, there's a knife up under it. I knew it was time for me to leave. I've had two girls, I've had another girl draw a knife on me. They want you to beat them up. They think that's sexy. I am so sick of that because they had these scars in their life when they were younger, and they allowed these terrible men to sleep with them and do all kind of stuff to them. And then when I come along and singing and happy and loving God, they like, oh, I'm just gonna run him right over. I'm like, no, you're not. I'm just going to leave. The Lord is not going to allow me to stay with you because you're toxic. You're terrible. You're not going to take a good man and just destroy him. God's going to warn him about you, and he's going to walk out of your life and just let you destroy your own self. They use the Pookie and Ray Ray. Yeah, oh my God, I've seen so much of that. Like, you just want men to just dog you out. I'm like, listen, if that's what you want, there are plenty of terrible men who will dog your coochie out. They will. And the thing about it is, you won't have a choice. You're not gonna listen. You're not gonna run to a guy who's just gonna give you good D and just let you go every time. One day somebody's going to tie you up, and all of their friends are just gonna come over and wish you would say something out your mind. Wish you would. I ain't gonna. They're going to beat you up. You're going to the hospital after they get done. You will never want to get ran through again. Like, they're going to put you in a hospital and you're going to thank God for what they did. You know why? Because you're still alive. Because you're going to realize very quickly that, for one, all of these men are armed. And for two, you're going to find out that these men are notorious for knocking chicks off. They just happen to let you go for some reason, and it was an act of God. You're gonna be like, thank you very much for letting me live, because I didn't know you guys were like that. You better quit running around. I told this one little girl that. I said, listen, you letting these dudes run through you, you better cut that out because you're gonna end up getting taken advantage of. She said it already happened. I'm like, you better. Boy, it's a dangerous. There are some dangerous men. They don't want to hear no. They'll pull a gun on you, they'll pull a knife on you. They will beat you senseless if you tell them no and dare you to go to the cops. You have no idea. Some women drama turns them on, and no drama is boring. Yeah, the thing about it is, look, I understand, like, you need drama in your life. Well, you don't need me, because I want to come home to peace. Like, peace is, I covet peace like nobody's business. I love peace. I love peace. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to fight. I don't want none of that. If you need to get ran through and get thrown in the garbage can, and and beat up and spit on, and R. Kelly'd and all that other stuff, well, go ahead. Just go ahead and just walk out of my life. Just, you know what, Tone, I want to go and let some guys just, treat me like a, like the whore that I am. And I would appreciate you. I'd be like, you know what? I thank you. Because you could have been bringing that home, and then I would have to turn into somebody else. And I don't want to do that. Yeah, yeah. If that's what, listen, if you're a whore, then just tell your man, you tell the good guy you're a whore. Like, you know what, babe, I've been meaning to tell you this. Like, I'm a whole whore out here. Like, that's what I need a drug dealer. I need somebody to slap me senseless. I mean, just be honest, ladies. You've been getting ran through since by your mother's boyfriends. Look, it happens. You've been getting ran through since you were, look, and you liked it, if that's what happened to you, and you can't get it out of your head, you still got that energy in you. You need to have random men just run through you like you just nothing. then don't go get a good guy and then fake the funk and try to hide what you are, because you're going to get bored and eventually you're going to find yourself in the worst club in the world. And like one woman I knew, she went to one of those clubs. She went to one of those clubs. Them guys waited till she came out, took her in the alley, and did her in. And she went right back to that club, and they did it again. She needed it. That's what she is. She didn't want to deal with me because I'm a good guy, and she knew it. She knew I was a good guy. She's like, I don't want to be with you because you're a good guy. And it hurt me because I was 18. I was like, I want to be with you. She's like, no. She went out and messed with one of the worst dudes in the world and had a baby by him. Yeah, had a baby by him. Dude is in jail today. His daughter's grown. He's still in jail. That's what she needs. She needed somebody who's hard. I'm like, I'm not mad about that. It hurt because I liked you, but you saved me. Because if I would have came home to that and you would have been pregnant by another man, it's a good chance that I would be in jail too, because I would react in a very, very bad way. Like, I'm not putting up with that from nobody. I would have left, and if you would have tried to stop me, I would have probably put your head through a wall. I'd have put your head through a wall, and I'm not playing. And I'd have went to the judge and said I did it, and I'll do it again. She came home pregnant. No, Judge, I'm not. No, no, I'm not. I'll go sit down for 10 years. Just, hey, 3 hots in a cot and Judge Judy, I'm good. Just let me do my time. All right, cool. Cause I'm not. You're not doing me like that because I'm a nice guy. I'm saying, man, even women at my age are still playing games. You're 40, you know, 50 years old, and you're still playing hot girl games, like hot coochie games. Like, you're not even close to being the hot, and you still playing games with the box. You still telling lies to dudes. I hope you die alone. I do. You're worthless. I can't do it anymore. Just tell a dude the truth. Just to say the truth. I don't know why it's so hard for these females to just tell the truth. It's like lies come with lies. Like, women have to lie to you in order to be a woman. Yeah, it don't stop. Probably got an only. What I'm saying is, I appreciate an honest woman. Listen, if you are a no good whore, like I was watching this, I forgot what show I was watching. These dudes was talking to this woman, and they was trying to sleep with her, and they was asking her some questions, and she didn't want to answer a bunch of the questions. She said, "Listen, I'm a hoe. That's what I am." And they was like, "Yo, she just said she was a hoe." She's like, "That's what I am." And they appreciated her because she said exactly what she is. And then, of course, one of them slept with. I think both of them actually did. But she admitted it. She was like, "This is what I am." Like, ladies, don't, like, if a good guy, if you know it's a good guy and he's trying to hit on you, and you, like, don't ruin a good dude. Just be like, "Listen, I'm not. It's not gonna happen." But don't lead the dude on and make him think that something's gonna happen and then it's not. Because that's what makes men angry. That's what turns good guys bad. When you lead a dude on and you mess with their mind, and then that dude is doing all this stuff for you, and then you just lead him on, and that's what makes a guy want to punch you right in your teeth. It just makes him so angry. He just like, you know what? If you're gonna break all your morals and all your etiquette and not be a woman, then why am I being a 100% man to you? Like, what am I doing? I'm alone because I'm good. How backwards is that? Look, there are some of us that don't want to date white women. There's some of us that don't want to date women from India. We don't want to date women from Mexico. I mean, damn, we got to go all the way to Brazil to get a woman now. There's some of us that like American black asses. We love American black women. Because you grew up with them. Your mom was one of them. Your aunties, you grew up admiring their swag, admiring the way they did things, the way your mom could cook a whole dinner and hook it all up, and the house is smelling good. You want to come home to that, and your woman be like that. You want your woman to be able to do that. Give your woman your mom's recipe book. You want her to do that because you loved it. You was like, mom is that deal when it comes to the kitchen. You know what I'm saying? Your mom was talented. She could do this. She could do that. You want your woman to have those traits. So you don't want to go all over the world looking for something is next door. But the neighborhood chick is not even she's not even close to being with that program. Her whole mind is different. And you're like, damn. Like, look, I know white girls got ass nowadays. Look, we know this, but white girls don't have that certain je ne sais quoi that a black girl has. She doesn't have the ethnicity. She doesn't have the same energy. She doesn't. A white girl is cool. I get it. The white buns be looking right. But, I saw some white buns today in the grocery store. I was like, your body right. But am I gonna, I'm at the age where if I look at a female, I look at how long I can be with her. I don't just look at her and say, can I smash? Because my can I smash days are over. It's like, can I date you? You know what I'm saying? Talk about men. Say what you really want. Uh, okay, I think this is a woman who's commenting, so I got to put my glasses on. I got to put my glasses on. Where is a woman? She might say something that. Uh, talk about men. Talk about men. Okay. Say what you really want. That's all I need you to do. ISIS Queen. Well, here. All right. So when it comes to men, say what we really want. Okay. I'm gonna tell you. All you do is bash us. Oh, you ain't been listening to the whole conversation. I just gave y'all praise on a whole nother level. I just gave y'all more praise and put y'all above anyone on the planet. I'm curious to what you was just listening to. I'm curious what you was listening to. Listen, there are 245 million white people just in this country alone. Okay, the majority of them are white women, and I'm still by myself. I'm still by myself. I could go out and get a white woman. The last woman I seriously dated was a white woman. Listen, no, my title doesn't say it all. My title is talking about how I'm feeling. Like, I'm in my 50s. There are women my age still playing these stupid games. How? There are black women my age still playing stupid games. And I just put y'all on a pedestal. You're not even listening to the conversation. I made it clear that I don't want to go to Brazil and get a woman, but I might have to. I don't want to go all over the planet looking for the woman that I want to go next door to the same chicks I grew up with looking for a woman. I don't want to have to do all this extra stuff. I don't want to date a Latino woman, although some of them are fine. And I don't want to date a white women, and they're good looking too. I want to date a woman who's like me, comes from where I come from. So you saying I bash you, all I do is bash you. No. If I all I did was bash you, then I would say I don't want to date you at all, and this is why. So you're missing a whole lot. But you know what? You're going off of your emotions. That's fine. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. But that is nowhere near, because if I had me a chocolate sister right now, I'd be good. I'd be all right. But there's a lot of stuff wrong with our sisters, and you can't act like there isn't. Oh, I don't like you, but you be mean. Oh, you like me, but you don't like me. You like me. You know, Isis Queen, you're right. Yeah, you got emotional. It's easy to see. You know why you got emotional? Because this ain't the first time you're hearing it. Listen, if a bunch of people are telling you, that the sky is falling, then you better look up. There's something wrong. There's something wrong. You heard it before. You heard it over and over. You're hearing it. You're hearing it from different men, and you're hearing it from different men who don't know each other. They don't know each other. And when you go into different channels and you're listening to different men saying the same thing, that means the same problem is in every part of town that these men are in. If everyone's having the same experience, then something is definitely wrong with the community. You don't see, you're taking things personal. You need to love and protect us. All right, so last year, I went to get my car fixed. This before I had the Avalanche I'm sitting in now. So, these white dudes, I found them on Craigslist. They had a little shop. I went up to the shop, to get my brakes fixed. And, boom, bam, they was doing their things, telling me what was wrong with the car and all. You know how they do. Try to upsell you and all that other stuff. I'm just standing there. There was another brother. He pulled up, getting ready to get his car done. And then the owner pulls up, and this dude is from like Libya or something like Middle Eastern. I don't know where he's from. He pulls up, he's got a little muscle shirt on, act like he's tough, whatever. Comes in barking orders to everybody, right? When he does that, this black woman pulls up. Her car is, listen, this black woman pulls up. Her car has been checked out, and she left, and another black woman came in her steed because they saw what they were going to charge him. So her and the dude and the owner, the new chick and the owner, both black, get into it. And she was like, I want to know what these charges are for. You charged me $70. She said, I want to know why. He said, I'm charging you $7 because we did a diagnostic on your engine. She said, show me what you did because there's nothing written here. Now, she was in the right. If I'm going to pay for it, show me how you did it. What he did was he opened the hood, he took this liquid and he put it on a certain part of the car and it turned a different color, and that was his diagnostic. She said, I'm not paying for that. She jumped in her car and she tried to back out, and he was standing in her way. He was standing in the door, like holding the door open. I'm standing right outside watching this whole thing, watch this whole argument go down, and I'm not getting in it. I'm not saying nothing until he slapped her. And when he slapped her, I grabbed this dude with both hands and pinned him up against that door and told him, I'm about to beat your ass. Don't you ever put your hands on a black woman again. I don't know where the hell you're from, but over here, we don't do that. And he tried his best to get me off of him. And I pinned him to that door, and I let him know that this old Army veteran will knock you the F out right here and now if you hit. And she was like, you slapped me. He was like, no, I didn't. I said, I saw you do it. I saw you. And none of those white dudes jumped in it. And the black dude didn't. He was trying to stop me. I was like, no, don't try to stop me. I'm going to knock this dude out right now. Don't you know for one, he said, whatever she did, I said, listen, I'll pay for her car. I'll pay for her charge. So once I let him go, we went into the office. I paid for her charge and I paid for my charge. She left, and he ended up not charging either one of us. So don't tell me that I don't protect black women because you're out of your mind. You don't know what you're talking about. I do protect black women. But some of y'all don't deserve to be protected. And the reason why I say this is because some of y'all is mean as hell. And y'all don't know who your friend is, and y'all don't know who your foes are. Y'all think every man is your foe. There are women around here who make me the enemy, and I've done nothing to them. And they'll like walk and come out of the house and see me and walk to another woman and start that little yapping and looking right at me trying to start something, not knowing that I'm the man that you should not be doing that to, because if somebody knocks you upside your head, I'm the first one to jump in it. So don't tell me that I don't protect black women. Now that's offensive. You don't know me at all. Not one bit. Not one damn bit. I'll knock somebody out to hit a black woman. But if a black woman deserves it, if she steps up to the plate like she's a whole man and she gets knocked out, that's on her. That has nothing to do with me. But if that black woman is being a woman and somebody puts their hands on her, then my job is to get with that person, especially if they are foreign. If they are foreign, they're getting lit up. I don't play that. I don't play that at all. Because if that was my woman and I wasn't there, I would want somebody, I would want a black man to, do the same for my woman. I don't know whose woman these two girls were. I didn't ask them anything. I never saw him again either. I didn't need to know anything. What I knew is this man thought it was okay to slap this woman, and they were having an argument. You ain't just gonna holler, and I'm standing right there. It was so disrespectful on every level. It was like, what are you gonna do about it if I slap her? Well, he found out very, very quickly. I'm 280 pounds, okay? I am not a small person, all right? He found out very quickly what the hell I do. All right, so get off of that. We not all on that, not protecting black women. You know what? You know what? You know why you think that black men don't protect black women? Is because you see these black women stepping up in these streets and acting hard. These hot girl summer idiots running around acting like they can do anything, and you're not men. You can't do anything. You can't do what men do. You run around promiscuous. You want to jump from this dick to the other. You want to run your mouth as much as you can. And then when you end up getting beat up and even worse or killed, then you want a man to come and defend you. No, we're not going to defend you because we know what you're doing is wrong. You're not supposed to be out there you're not supposed to be dressing like that. You got swimsuit with just a yarn going up your ass. You're not supposed to look like that. You're not supposed to be wearing all this funny stuff in your hair. Your hair is every different kind of color. But we can't tell you that. That's why you see black women getting their ass kicked, because no one can tell you anything. If I walked up to a woman I didn't know and told her, listen, the way you're dressing is very provocative and it's sending a bad statement to everyone in the world who sees you, that woman would cuss me out in so many colors. She would let me have it, and her friends would jump in on it, and they would gang, and not one of them would look at it and go, you know what, you're right. This is why the rest of the world thinks that we are the bottom of the pit. Listen, let me tell you something. There are still black slaves. Okay, just not as much in America except for the jail system. But if you go outside of this country into some of these supposedly third and second world countries, fourth and fifth world countries, there are slaves by the thousands. There is still slavery going on, and the majority of people who are slaves are black people. They don't listen. There are still black slaves. You got to understand that. And listen, it's even more dangerous now. Listen, America used to be protected, okay, for the little protection that black people can get. But if you haven't been watching YouTube and World Star lately, there is an incline in men from other countries coming into this country and snatching up our children. These are boys and little girls for sex trafficking. Listen, it's so bad right now. It's so bad right now. You women, you independent women need to anybody talking that independent stuff in your house, any female talking about independent, what up, man? Any female talking about independent this and they don't need a man, you need to kick them out your house. I don't care if it's your best friend for 10 years. You look her in the eye and you say, listen, we're not on that anymore. And if you're still on that, then I can't be your friend. Because your babies, your children are getting snatched in the street, thrown into the back of a van, and disappearing for the rest of their lives. Your life, you never see them again. You don't think it's happening? You need to read the news. It's happening right now. And they're getting snatched by men. Men! And they're not from this country, meaning they don't give a damn about you and your children. They have no connection to you and your children whatsoever. They have no love for you and your children. Nothing. They could care less. They don't love you. And the very people who love you, you hate. You despise the people who love you. You despise them. If a black man tells you he loves you, you hate him for it. You hate him. You spit on him. You cheat on him. You put things in his food. You throw him in jail. You take his money. You leave him when he needs you the most. You turn on him right in front of his face. You do everything you can to rip his goddamn soul out. But when your children are getting beat up, broad daylight, a bunch of young boys just beat up a 14-year-old boy. They just choked him out. When your children are getting choked out by a bunch of white boys, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do when their families show up in droves and you show up by yourself? You single mother. What are you gonna do when you don't have 280 pounds to show up on your behalf? What are you gonna do? You gotta run your mouth and your kid's gonna get beat up every day. Your little daughter is gonna get ran through by these people. Ran straight through. And she's going to come home pregnant by one of them, and you're not going to do a damn thing except have some outcry on social media, hoping everybody no, because they know the mouth that you have. You ran your damn mouth and didn't want to shut up. You don't know how to shut up. You don't know how to be passive. You don't know how to be submissive. You want to be everything but what you're supposed to be, and then you get upset at the very people who love you. You get upset at a black man when he wants to take care of you. You think a man working a 9 to 5 is corny. How does that happen? How your mathematics is all off. Yeah, okay, your kid's growing up by themselves with no father figure, and they're getting taken advantage of in every way. They're getting killed by the police. Yeah, look at the news. They're getting killed by the police. No man in the house. No man in the house. Your kids are getting shot in the chest by the police. No man in the house. Your little boys are getting snatched up by grown men. Snatched up by grown men in other countries. Nah, hell no. Talking about I don't protect black women. You don't want my protection. You think I'm corny. You think I'm corny. I'm educated. I'm ex-military. I'm corny. I'm a corny dude because I don't smoke weed. I'm a corny dude because I don't listen to terrible music. I'm the corny dude because I have some culture, because I've been to over 5 countries. I'm the corny dude. I'm the corny dude because I stay in the house and mind my business. I'm the corny dude because I don't sell drugs. I'm the corny dude. Okay, where's your drug dealer friend at now? Where they at now? The majority of them are locked up. And what do they have to show for it? Nothing. You got the dudes in jail telling dudes not to come to jail. You got gang members in jail denouncing their whole gang, throwing their flags away. Yeah, one dude is just like, I don't listen. Listen, I got to do so much time in here. When I get out of here, my kids are going to be grown. Don't do this. Don't come here. You got them saying, listen, put the guns down. If you don't, you're going to end up in here bloody, beat up, and raped. You got hardcore gangsters trying to convince these knuckleheads, don't listen to this music, don't come in here. Don't. They're like, I don't see why any man would want to come in here. There's nothing in there for you. Nothing. If you're going to go to jail for protecting yourself against somebody trying to take what's yours. And this is honest. If somebody came into your house and you dusted them off, you did what was right. Somebody slapped your woman and spit on your kid. A firefighter spit on this black man's child. Spit on him. What are you going to do, single mother? Huh? Go to the media? Go to Facebook. What are you going to do, single mother? You going to hit that white man? You ain't going to do a damn thing except cry about it. Not to mention, he pulled out a 9. He spit on a child and then pulled out his gun, like daring you to do something. You ain't going to do not a damn thing. That's why your little girls are out here getting their face beat in. The police throwing their faces in the dirt and on the concrete. Your little 9-year-old is getting tased in the back of a police car. Yeah, single mother with all that damn mouth. Don't know how to shut the hell up. You don't know how to shut up. You don't know. Go out there and get the guy you think is going to protect you. Go get him. See what happens. I know those guys. I've seen those guys in jail crying on the phone trying to get out. Yeah, facing 25 to life. Yeah, the guys you think are hard are not hard. They're not. You're not hard when those bars close. Okay, you're not. When you don't have no guns. When you got to put them things up. You're not hard. You're not hard when that judge is handing out time like it's candy. You're not hard. You got dudes fainting in court. Can't believe the time they just got. Nah. You better go get yourself a corny dude that stays out of the mix, knows how to hit the gym, gets his money the right way. Yeah, you go get yourself a corny dude. You know what I'm saying? Girls are just... It's bad out here. It's bad. It's bad out here. And it's a damn shame that a man got to go to a whole nother country just to find somebody to respect him. You can live a whole respectable life and not be respected. How backwards is that? And then when you complain about it, they get offended. Why are you getting offended? Why are you getting offended? You listening to Cardi B. Cardi B is married but telling y'all how to stay single. You listening to Beyonce. Beyonce's married but telling you how to stay single. And you get mad at somebody like me who's telling you don't listen to these goofballs. You listening to Megan Thee Stallion. 10-1, you got Megan Thee Stallion playing on your radio in heavy rotation. You listening to Megan Thee Stallion. This is... What? How is she going to help you when the fits hits the shan? How's Megan going to help you? Shake your ass and the problem will go away? Huh? How are those 2 women, how are those 3 women who are the number 1, 2, and 3 on billboards, how are those women helping you when it comes down to brass tacks and you need a man to help you? They're not gonna help you. They don't care about you. Y'all goofy out here. Stop listening to the liberal left media. They are not your friends. They are right. They're dividing the country 100% because it exactly it makes ratings. They have lied to everyone, but most believe what they hear. It's crazy. It's unbelievable that you can't think for yourself. You know how often I listen to the radio? I don't listen to the radio at all. Whatsoever. I don't. I mean, if I got to drive somewhere to go get an appliance and I come into a rural area and I can't get my Wi-Fi to work, I just don't play the radio. Or if I can find NPR, that's what I listen to. I love listening to Reuters. I love listening to Terry Gross. I mean, I love me some NPR. I love it. If I can find a jazz channel, I'll listen to that. But usually I'm trying to listen for information. I love listening to the news. I do. I love listening to the news. Find out what's going on in the White House and stuff like that. But I don't listen to 106 or whatever. They've been playing trash. Hell, I was on there before. We had to do a concert. I was a background singer. I mean, The radio plays Chris Brown telling you that it's okay to cheat on your man. That's how you get ahead. These hoes ain't loyal. Oh, you women, your body counts are ridiculous. You, listen, I understand everybody got some hoe in them, but you women think being a hoe is the way to be. I'm here to tell you that it's not. You you think bragging about how many dudes you did in one day is a thing. And listen, you would think this is something that teenagers do. No, not even close. I know women 30, 40 still acting like hoes. It's unbelievable. It's like, when does it stop? It just does not stop. I, I just can't no more. If somebody, here's the thing. If somebody is complaining about you and they're spitting truths that transform, truths that you should listen to and it will make your life better, then why don't you listen to it? If your life is messed up and somebody is constantly telling you your life is messed up, what you're doing is messed up, the life you're leading your children into is messed up, your children are going to be messed up, and you don't listen to that, and then something happens to you and your children that's messed up, who are you going to complain to? All you're going to do is remember all the voices telling you not to do what you're doing, and you're going to be like, I shouldn't have done that. And it's like, why didn't you listen from the beginning? I'm going to tell you something. This morning, and I don't usually talk about stuff I do for people because I don't believe in, I don't think it's braggadocio or anything. I think you do something for people, just let it go. Just you did. But this woman, this black woman, dark skinned black woman, my complexion, was at the McDonald's this morning. And, you know, I saw her and she walked up, to my truck and was like, excuse me, do you kind of got a couple dollars? And I always say no to people who ask me, do I have a couple dollars? Because I don't know if they're hustling or not. I mean, I can't knock your hustle, but my back hurts from moving around appliances. So sometimes what I'll do, if it's a guy, I'll say, come and help me move one of these refrigerators. And sometimes they'll do it and I'll pay them. So yeah, come help me move something. But this female, you know, she's like, yo, can I have a couple, she asked me for spare change. And I told her no, and she walked away. And then I beat the horn, called her over. I said, are you trying to get something to eat? And she was like, yeah. I was like, oh, I'll buy you something to eat. I'll get you breakfast. I don't have no problem with that. And then, of course, she went on talking about how she was trying to get a hotel so she can, wash up and whatnot. I don't know if that's true or not, you know what I'm saying? But I got her something to eat. Helping somebody in need. And okay, so 2 days ago, there was a guy who his car broke down. White guy, two kids, two little girls. Like, and I say little, I mean like 5 and 4. I don't know kids anymore. Like little things, you know what I mean? Little sprites he had, And when his car broke down, another black man helped push him to the side. I turned my truck around and said, "Yo, you need a ride home." I gave that man a ride home. But it's too short. He's low. I'm out here trying to help the community, not just black people. I like helping the community. Okay, not just my color, but I definitely help my color first, and it's simply because nobody else is really going to help us. Okay, the way this world is treating us, I am feeling more and more like we have to do more stepping up in doing something. Now, I'm not a person who likes to be around a lot of people. So my little sounds like she was into a transaction. Uh, you know, I don't know, but she didn't, well, let me say this. She didn't give me the prostitute feeling. I saw one of those, the other day, was staring at me. I was like, no, thank you, ma'am, I'm good. But she didn't give me that. She gave me, once I start hearing people talking about how they need more money you help them, I think it's a hustle. I don't think she was trying to sell me, any type of favors, sexual favors, but it wouldn't have worked anyway because I'm not interested. You talking about you need a bath, so I'm really not interested. Now, you know what I'm saying? No, here's a ham sandwich. Bye. I'm good. I don't. I'm good. So she didn't give me that uh, type of feeling. But I hope you are doing okay. You seem very. I'm a little tight. Just remember, the majority of people are good people. And that's why I still help people. And sometimes it seems hopeless because all you see is division. They are destroying free speech. Well, I'm gonna tell you something. Let me tell you something. Tell you something. If I wanted to have a woman, I could go out and get one. You know, I'd probably have to travel far and wide to do that. But my faith in females is diminishing by the second. It just is. It's like, do I really want to bring these problems into my life? And I'm not sure that that's what I want. But I don't mind going out and, getting a little turkey dinner every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying some Boston market up in the piece. You know what I'm saying? I don't mind doing that. You know what I'm saying? But now I used to do that and think that, oh, there's still going to be a connection between who I took out. These girls were just going to eat and didn't want to hear from me no more. So now it's it's like, if I see somebody I think is cute, even if she got a dude, I'll be like, yo, dude, you and your girl want to go and get something to eat. It's weird, but this way, look, I already know you got a dude. Hey, I'll feed you guys just so I can stare at her. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I've never done it, but that's my attitude towards the whole thing now. It's like, I don't want to ask you if you have a man. I don't care now. I don't care if you have a man now because I'm thinking that you do. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to look at you and talk to you for a minute, and you can go get some D. I don't care. I'm not. I don't have any faith in anything you tell me. You know what I'm saying? You can tell me, oh, like I met a chick the other day. She's like, oh, I don't have a man. I was like, I don't believe that. Turns out she does. She has a side piece. Went through all this yippity yap, and you getting the D at one point, and I have no faith in what a woman tells me. I have none whatsoever, and I'd rather, just, oh, this your dude, fine. You guys hungry? You know what I'm saying? You guys hungry? Because I'm going down to, your girl is pretty, and listen, I've actually walked up to a dude and was just like, yo, your girlfriend is. And the girl was like, why don't you just tell me? Well, it's out of respect. I ain't trying to fight with dude, but hot damn, you hot. You know what I'm saying? You're a good looking woman, but I'm not trying to fight with this man just to give you a compliment. I'm not. It's just not that deep to me, but I just wanted him to know that he did a good job. You are a striking woman. And, rock on with your bet. I don't want your problems. I don't want your pretty girl problems. I don't need them. I don't need your lies. I don't need your texting in the middle of the night. I don't. I know this dude, right? This dude is a good looking guy. He's a good looking guy, right? He's an idiot, but he's a good looking guy. He used to mess with, some good looking women. At one time, he was a six-figure dude, paying $200 for dinners and all this other goofy stuff, and had a nice house, new truck, all this yippity yap. Well, the housing market started to crash. That's how he's making his money. And don't you know, as soon as the housing market started to crash and he started losing all of his money, couldn't buy that girl, all that stuff, that girl left him. She dipped on him. And then the other girl he was dealing with, she was texting another dude at the end of the, in the middle of the night. She married that dude. She's in bed with him texting, and this guy better look at me. She texting the other dude. She ended up marrying the other dude. They're married today. And he went and found a woman that he knows is not that good looking. He knows she ain't nowhere near what these other ones was. Yeah, he was like, she let me live with her and everything. I'm with her. And sometimes it's just like, you know what? You gotta love who's gonna love you. It's not even a point to finding somebody who looks as good as you or all that. Hey, if this girl got a snaggle tooth and she loves you, it's better than the girl who looks like, a ray of sun and she's a cheating whore. What do you want to do? You want to get cheated on right in front of your face, or you want somebody who's gonna love your everything? You living with the chick. She can't wait to see you. She doing everything that you want. She just ain't the hottest thing in the world. And she ain't a bad looking girl. She's not bad looking at all. It's just that she wasn't, you know what I'm saying? So you gotta pick your poison nowadays, because the hot chick is going to cheat on you. I have If you want to be happy for the rest of your life, never make a pretty woman your wife. There is a song that goes that way, and it's the truth. The hot girl is all these hot chicks on YouTube and Instagram and showing off their buns and all that stuff. Them girls ain't worth a damn. You just had this one dude. He's with this chick for 8 years, and the chick's the singer. Drake, signed her. He flew her and him out, and the girl breaks up with him immediately. 8 years gone. Gone. Just like that. She's like, no, I don't want to be with you no more. It's terrible out here. It's terrible. It's terrible. I mean, you can take a chance if you want to, but it's just terrible. But I just wanted females to know that, ladies, y'all can be hot cooch out here all you want. You can get ran through by a million dudes. But the truth is, you're getting older every day. And your cooch ain't what it was before. Your body ain't what it was. Your tits ain't what they were. Your face ain't what it was. You got to put on more and more makeup. And the older you get, the less attractive you get. There are some exceptions to the rule, but for the majority of you, the older you get, the less promise that you're going to have a man to live with you for the rest of your life. The less promise you're going to have the man that you want. You're going to have a man, but he's probably going to have a couple other women. He's going to have, hey, the slim dude that hits the gym, weighs 215 pounds solid, is got the great job and all of that other stuff, that just a regular degular everyday dude who liked you and you wanted to run around, and well, that dude is doing good. And after all of your running around, everybody knows what you do. Well, guess who doesn't want you? The regular degulars. They don't want you. They know what you are. Regular guys are not stupid. They're just regular. They just choose not to live a highfalutin life that is meaningless. You want to chase after rappers. Go ahead. Chase them. Go have a baby with some of these rappers. See what good it'll do. Listen. Go listen to Iggy Azalea. Yeah, she's got a kid by Playboy Cardi complaining about child support. And most of you women don't look half as good as she does, even after the child. You don't have half the money she does. You're not nowhere in her class, period. And she's complaining about child support. Holly Berry, child support. Charisse Theron or whatever, she's complaining about nobody wants to step up to the plate and marry her. Look, it's going all the way around. It's not just black people. So, ladies, you can go out there and be hot asshole all you want to, but eventually there's going to be a wall And that wall's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. And the guys who used to run after your ass don't run after you no more. Shoot, they don't even walk after you. They they don't care. They don't even look at you twice. You're not 21 anymore. You're not. You're 41. It's like you done pushed out a couple kids. Okay, mom. They're not my kid. So, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Just trying to tell you, ladies, you better wake up and smell the. Better wake up, ladies. Better wake up right now. Get yourself a regular dude. Get yourself a regular, hardworking. Yeah, it is funny. It's funny. Get a regular dude. And don't get a regular dude and treat him, and just be a bee to him all day. Get a regular dude and love that dude. Like treat him like he was one of these, because that's who you're with for the rest of your life. That is your superstar. If that guy's coming home and taking care of home, that's your superstar. That regular as UPS, FedEx, Kroger's, bussing boxes, bussing down boxes, $23 an hour will bus a box up, can stack a whole shelf like getting promoted because they stack. They know where. Hey, you ever walk into the grocery store and ask the person where something is? You ask them where about 3 or 4 items is, and they know where all of the items are, and then walk you to them. Yeah, yeah, yeah. See, I likes that. I likes that. I'm like, give that person a raise because that person knows their store. They know it to the T. You know what I'm saying? That's what makes customer service better. That's what makes customers come back. Yeah, they got a 401k. You think they don't? They got insurance. They got health insurance. They got a 401k. Ladies, what's wrong with that? Right. What's wrong with their 401k? They got a PERS. You ladies can't get with that? No? You want to go and chase after some of these rappers who are not even going to make it to next year? How many of these guys are falling off like damn leaves? I mean, you're not even sure. Listen, Quando Rondo had, how they opening everything up now, right? Had a concert and it was empty. I mean, the people, you know why? Because they were afraid to come to his concert. You know why? Because he's the one who got into it with King Von. So what do you think those people think is going to happen at that party or any club that he goes to? Same thing that happened to King Von, who got shot outside a club. Yeah, see, it's dangerous to mess with some of these people. Dangerous. Go ahead, live that life. Live that life. One girl just got taken out. Cash in Kentucky. A rapper went to the club and the dude explained it. He said, listen, any artist that comes to the club does not get patted down. Everybody else gets patted down. How did she get shot? You understand? And then he outlawed that same guy. He was like, this guy can't come to this city anymore. Go ahead and mess with those guys because they're knocking off women too. One guy a couple years ago, right where I live, he was on stage at a club that I used to go to. Was, on stage doing his thing. He's 21. As soon as he got to the front of the stage, crack. That was the last dance he ever did. It happened about 6 years ago. Popped him right in front of everybody. Bam! Go ahead, mess around with those guys. It's fun. Do all that. All they talk about is dying. That's all they talk about is dying and toting guns and drugs. Half of them are drugged out of their mind. They're done. They're fried. They're dying because of the stuff that they're drinking. Go ahead, mess with them. You'll be a single mother. You'll be a single mother, and and that's the way you'll stay. And if that's your bragging rights, ladies, you go right ahead. You better listen. You better go and get yourself a regular, hardworking guy who's fixing computers. You better grab the first nerd you see. you, better, you better get yourself a nerd. You better get yourself one of them 4.5 averages. You better go down. Hey, listen. When I went to college, I started college late. When I went to college, there were girls who would come to the college that didn't go to the college. Life is too short and moves too quick to deal with negative energy. Never can understand why someone, yeah, gravitate. Listen, listen. Here's what I do understand. I understand why. I understand the allure, because the person who puts out the most energy is the most attractive at that point. So I do understand the output of energy. It's a natural thing. Women select, uh, uh, cells select other cells with high energy because they want to absorb that energy and put out other cells that are high energy. It's a whole biology thing. That's completely understandable. However, when you are a cognitive individual, you can see past the automatic attraction and go, if I do this, and then you can look at other results and think the same way. If I do this, then there is a whole bunch of bad that's going to happen with just a small amount of good. Because you're a thinking person, you're not just some, random thing out there. You can understand this. So I get the attraction, but when you're a full grown adult and you have a full understanding of the way life is in your neck of the woods, then you should know enough not to do it now. But I mean, we're losing teenagers. Like, these teenagers are going to these so-called parties and getting away from their parents, and then they're not even coming home. They're going to these hotels, and you have boys who are their age who are shooting these girls, shooting them. One girl was found in a freezer. There wasn't grown folks who did that. They were kids their age who did that. I mean, listen, I understand the allure, I understand the attraction, but you gotta think for yourself, is this safe or is this not? And the majority of the time it's not. You know what I'm saying, ladies? But here's the thing. No matter how much sense you make of it, you're always gonna have that girl who wants to get ran through. She's gonna be like, look, I know it's bad for me, but this is what I am. She's convinced that she should be treated like, a piece of crap. And I've actually known women like that. They're just like, yeah, I shouldn't do it, but I like random men to just run through me. So this is what I'm going to do. And there's some people you can't save until they get it out of their system. The thing about it is, it never really gets out of your system. It just lies dormant. And then boom, you go at it again, and you need to be delivered from it. And that's where the truth is, So even for those of us who got some damn sense, who've been through some of those issues before, and it's like, nah, I don't want to live that way no more. I don't want to do those things. I don't want to fight those fights. You need to get up out of there, yourself. It's just some things you just can't tell people, and then they have a positive reaction, you know, and that just it is what it is, Yes. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and go, but I might have to catch a plane to Brazil one of these days because I'm tired of cooking for myself. All right, you guys, peace. Thanks for stopping by.